Jonesy
and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
It's time once again for Amanda's Evening Scroll.
This is just a couple of things I saw on my evening scroll. This is a story from Austria. 3 nuns in their 80s have run away from their retirement home. They were placed in the retirement home. They weren't happy, so they've run back. They ran away back to their former convent. They're 88, 86 and 82. Sister Rita, she's the young feisty one.
Yep.
So they're the last 3 nuns at their convent just outside Salzburg. They regained access with the help of former students and a locksmith because they'd been promised that they could stay at that convent till they all passed away. But instead, they were shipped out and put into a nursing home.
I wonder what the difference between a convent and a nursing home is.
Well, one is one that's been their home probably for their lives, and a nursing home has a very different vibe to a convent if you're a Catholic
But nuns aren't living like P. Diddy. They've got, they have a meagre existence.
And maybe they like the more meagre existence in the convent.
Maybe the retirement home is fancy. Ooh, yum, gruel again.
Maybe. We'll never know that. But they said they'd been given the right to stay there until the end of our lives. That was broken, so they've run away. They're happy and thankful to be home. But then I saw this other story. This is from 1985. When you read it, it sounds like something that happened in the 1930s. This story is quite extraordinary. So 2 boys in 1985, they're from Dublin. One of them was 10 years old and one of them was 13. They made headlines around the world when they made their way to New York.
Really?
Yeah. So Keith, who was one of them, spoke recently on a documentary. He said he and his friend decided that maybe they'd go to New York because they wanted to meet B.A. Baracus from the A-Team. So here's what happened.
Aspirational?
Their adventure started when they went out to play before dinner, and Keith said that his mum said, "Don't go far, your dinner's nearly ready." And he said, "I won't." So what they did, they took the train to Don Laguerre and they snuck onto a ferry to Holyhead. Emboldened by that success, they avoided ticket checkers and got onto a train to London. Eventually, they found their way to Heathrow Airport. All they had was a few coins between them that they'd taken from a charity fountain. Once they were at Heathrow, they asked a random passenger where that plane was going, and he said it was New York. So they told the person checking the tickets and the security that their parents were behind them, and they got onto an Air India plane.
Oh, yeah.
They said the plane was only half full, so no one came near us. So they flew to New York on an Air India plane. But this was extraordinary given that 2 months earlier, an Air India jet had blown up off southwest of Ireland, killing 329 people. That's how lax their security was just a few months after that had happened.
It's good to see that Air India's got better as they've gone on.
So they say that they couldn't eat the hot curry on the plane, but they did enjoy watching A View to a Kill. And so the
Hindi version.
The journey came to an end when they left JFK Airport and asked a policeman for the way, quote, into town. He got suspicious. They were apprehended. This was hilarious. Authorities took no chances. They were put in a hotel suite with 5 security guards. But Keith said there were BLTs, there were chips, everything. We fed like lords. We loved it.
There was BLTs, but no B.A. Baracus.
No.
I pity the fool.
What an adventure.
That is great. And that's the fruits of your loins.
Thank you. No, of my scrolling.
Okay. Do we have an intro for fruits of your loins?
No.